All right, today we're talking about the Jews and the pre-trib rapture. So in this discourse from John chapter 5, verses 18 through 30, it really covers the whole chapter, but we don't have time to do that. So for the sake of time, we're just going to do 18 through 30. Here, Jesus repeatedly makes himself perfectly clear. He never mentions the harpazo, G726, never mentions it. He only mentions the anastasis, resurrection. That's the only word used here repeatedly, G386. So with that in mind, is Jesus going to talk about this pre-trib resurrection? There is no pre-trib resurrection. There are two resurrections, as Revelation chapter 20 plainly states. Jesus already told us in Matthew chapter 25, verse 21, that the first resurrection is the resurrection of the just. Then the millennial reign of Christ takes place. After that is the second resurrection of the unjust. Just like historic premillennialism has always stated. This is what the disciples stated, the apostles. For the first 300 years, this is the only prophecy model, because it is the plain reading prophecy model. So, John chapter 5, starting in verse 18, therefore the Jews sought more to kill him, because he not only broke the Sabbath, but he also said that God was his Father, making himself equal with God. Then Jesus answered and said to them, most assuredly I say to you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he sees the Father do. For whatever he does, the Son does in like manner. For the Father loves the Son and shows him all things that he himself does, and he will show him greater works than these, that you may marvel. For as the Father raises the dead and gives them life, even so the Son of Man gives life to whom he will. For the Father judges no one, for he has committed all judgment to the Son, that all should honor the Son just as they honor the Father. He who does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him. Most assuredly I say to you, he who hears my word and believes in him who sent me has everlasting life, and shall not come into judgment, but has passed from death into life. Most assuredly I say to you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. For as the Father has life in himself, so he has granted the Son to have life in himself. He has given him authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. Do not marvel at this, for the hour is coming in which all who are in the graves will hear his voice, and come forth those who have done good to the resurrection of life, and to those who have done evil, the resurrection of condemnation. I can of myself do nothing. As I hear, I judge. My judgment is righteous, because I do not seek my own will, but the will of my Father who sent me. No harpazo mentioned here. There is no pre-trib resurrection. There never was. The Bible plainly states the first resurrection is at the return of Christ, which is Revelation chapter 19. Therefore, the first resurrection of the righteous, let me say it again, Matthew chapter 25, verse 41. The first resurrection is before he sets up his millennial reign of Christ. He reigns for 1,000 years, and then the second resurrection occurs, the resurrection of the condemnation. These things are true. There's no pre-trib rapture. There never was. That is a cunningly devised fable straight out of 1 Peter chapter 1. It's a cunningly devised fable. Till next time, God bless. Godspeed.